Well, my name is LeeCee, and I'm 24 years old. I was born in Los Angeles, California, raised by my grandmother. I'm a singer-songwriter. I love to sing. I've been singing since I was like 8 years old. I've been writing my own songs since I was like 15. The genre of music that influenced me the most is R&B, so I consider myself an R&B singer. Everyone has like a mentality of wanting to be the first to put Vegas on, so like it's just opportunities everywhere for everyone to showcase their talent and then also to network. And everybody over here does music or produces or engineers. It's crazy. Like my cousins rap, my brothers and sisters, like they all can sing. Like my sister wants to be a creative director. Like, so this is where that probably comes from. So it was just awesome. I love performing, I think more so than recording, but I love to hear the finished product of what I've recorded. But music just allows me to express myself, and like even through writing and when I sing it, especially when I perform it, like it's such a amazing and therapeutic thing for me to be able to release how I feel, because it is hard for me to like speak all my life. This is all I've ever been able to see myself do is perform. Every time I see somebody performing, like I want to do this, like, and just to have freedom that I've never had before.
Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof.
You already know what it is. It's the Proof in the Pudding podcast show. And I go by the name of Sion 919. And I'm excited about today's show because we got a talented, very talented young lady in the building. Yo, I had the opportunity to check out her music. She's doing big things, yo. So I'm definitely excited about her story, everything that she's doing. Yo, so without any further ado, let's welcome her to the stage. She goes by the name of LeeCee. How you feeling today?
Hi, I'm doing so good. How are you?
Yo, I'm doing great. We got people already showing you that love in the building. I don't know if you can see the comments on the bottom right there. They definitely here to support you. So that's dope.
Chat.
Yeah, they're in the YouTube chat. They putting up the comments in the YouTube chat. So that's definitely dope right there.
Okay. That's yes.
All right. So, yo, for the people that may not know or they may not be familiar, let's let them know a little bit about you. And I think we might be getting, no, we good. Okay, I was about to say we might get a little glitch, but we back. So for the people that may not be familiar, let's let them know where you're from. All right, we're getting a little glitch right quick. So, yo, we're going to jump to our video. And then, we're going to start from right there. So, yo, this is the Proof in the Pudding podcast show. Again, I go by the name of Sion 919. Yo, I'm excited about today's show. Let's jump to one of her videos right quick, and then we're gonna start the show from there, yo. I hope everybody excited, yo. Like I said, this woman right here is very talented, yo. So let's jump into her newest joint. It's called Secrets, yo. So while she's getting the connection together, let's check this out, yo.
Up with this, to the truth, who you with, not answering your phone when you know who it is. If I pull up on your crew and see you with a new chick, it's gonna be a problem, boy, cause you know I'm with it. Must be up to something on the low, cause lately you've been always on the go, telling me I should mind my business and stay at home. Say I'm tripping, gotta go, now you're hanging up the phone. Got me acting stupid. Got all these excuses, but you're lying through your teeth. I've been Cupid. Got me acting stupid. Got all these excuses. You should keep it real with me. Are you keeping secrets from me? Riding around town while I'm home lonely. Who are you creeping on me? I think you be lying. You ain't with your homies.
Say you had enough, sneaking and creeping, acting suspicious, questioning my trust. I don't be gone that long. Why you keep saying this stuff? Claim that I got secrets, but you ain't got nothing cussing me out on the phone. I ain't did nothing wrong. Contemplating if you're getting too close. All I know is that you're doing the most. All I know is that you're doing the most. All I know is that you're doing the most. All I know is that you're doing the most.
But you're lying through your teeth. I've been Cupid, got me acting stupid. Got all these excuses, you should keep it real with me. Are you keeping secrets from me? Riding around town while I'm home lonely. Who are you creeping on me? I think you be lying, you ain't with your homies. I need to know what's up, keep it real, let me know.
I've been busy, I'm with the boys and everything.
You really think I'm supposed to believe you still out with your homeboys?
I am though.
Why are you lying?
Are you keeping secrets from me? Riding around town while I'm home lonely. Or are you creeping on me? I think you be lying, you ain't with your homies. I need to know what's up, keep it real, let me know. Don't creep behind my back, be a man and let me know. Are you keeping secrets from me? Or you better watch your back, 'cause I'm not just anybody.
All right, and we back like we never left. That was Secrets right there. Yo, I told y'all, very talented.
Yes.
Yo, so let's talk about that right quick. Let's talk about that record, Secrets. What inspired that song?
So really what inspired is like, so I'm married, so I don't know like if a lot of my fans know, but I'm like, I'm in a good relationship, but I don't know. I just have a lot of like friends and just family members that kind of talk to me about, like guys that they're dealing with or just like toxic relationships that they're dealing with. And I think I channel it into a song and then, yeah, like, but I
Right.
just heard this beat and it was me and my best friend and we like, I was like, girl, this sounds like I'm hearing the Destiny's Child say my name cadence, and we kind of like we just started like flowing ideas off of each other.
Right.
And that's what brought on the first verse and the I blame Cupid, got me acting stupid. Yeah. And then the hook, that just came to me and I'm just like, yeah. So I just really I wrote it with my friends and we kind of like really vibed with the beat and we just all bounced our ideas off of one another. It's
Right.
like one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, and that's the thing right there. I was just about to say that. Yeah, you got you one right there with that. So okay, the comments they saying they love secrets as well. Definitely, I definitely love secrets too. So let me ask you, what's been the response like? Because you just shot that video not too long ago, right?
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of love from Secrets. Like Secrets is the first single that I released off of my second EP, which is called In My Feels Again.
Right.
And I've just been getting a lot of love. Like even when my listening party, when I had my listening party, that was majority of everyone's like favorite track. And so everyone's kind of been anticipating this music video.
Right.
And I've received a lot of love on the video as well. So I'm just really I'm happy about it.
Yeah, and you definitely got you a banger right there. That's definitely a dope single right there. So let me ask you, what was the
Thank you.
recording process like for that record? Like, yo, did it come easy? Was it one of your harder records to record? What was that session like?
Yeah. So this song, recording this song actually was the most difficult thing ever. Like I've tried multiple times recording it and it just didn't like come out the way that I was hoping to. Hoping for it to turn out. And then I found this amazing studio like right across the street from my house and I
Right.
went there and I laid it down and it came out better than all the other times that I tried. And I think I've at least been trying to record this song for a year or so.
Wow.
So yeah. And
Okay.
I really think all of the like issues that we kind of ran into with recording it before like kind of set the tone for it to turn out this way. Like yeah, like everything that I did on it, I'm just super proud of it. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
And you
I
should
don't
be.
know if it could have been brought to life this way had I not went through all of that. So
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing right there. Again, it's like, yeah, you tap into the feelings and emotions. So it's like when you listen to it, everybody has those insecurities, like, hold on, what's going on? You said this, you better be right. So it's like
yeah,
nobody want their feelings to be played with. So I think, yeah, you spoke for everybody
right.
in general, male and female, and you captured that and you put that out. So that's definitely dope right there. So let me ask you, when you first heard it for the first time, you finished recording it, right? They mix it down. Now here it is. What was your response when you heard it for the first time?
Um I was just really happy. I think it probably gave me chills because I've just been wanting, I feel like as an artist, or at least myself, I want to make music that I want to play over and over again. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's what Secrets was for me. It was my very first track that I was just like, oh my God, I'm so proud of this. I can't wait to show it to people. Like I can't stop listening to it. I probably played it out before I released the EP. But
Wow.
like usually I don't like listening to my music and stuff like that. So this song was huge for me because it was just
Yeah.
like I love this.
Yeah. And that's the thing. When I heard it, I'm like, yo, it's something about the cadences you use and the backgrounds and the harmonies. You got a lot of range. So let's take it back to the beginning, right? For the
Mhm.
people that may be new, right? Because I've been telling them, I've been on my
Yeah.
board, like, yo, I'm telling y'all, this is the truth coming up here. This is the proof. This is what we do, right? Okay, so let
Yeah.
for the people that may not know, let's let them know a little
Mhm.
bit. Where you from and around what age did you first start singing?
So I was born and raised in Los Angeles by my grandmother. Um, I lived there till I was about 12. Anyhow, I grew up in Catholic school, and I mean I was always surrounded by music, but it wasn't until I was like 8 that I realized that I wanted to sing, and it's because like we used to have mass. Like I don't know if y'all know about Catholic schools, but we used to have to go to mass and stuff, and
Right.
the fourth grade teacher of the school at that time, she sang in church, and I just remember I was just like, oh my God, I want to do that. And I just had that feeling ever since. And my mom was probably like one of the first people to kind of hear that there was talent there.
Right.
But like from there on, like that, I just started like she would have me sing for people. But like I didn't like debut that talent to the world till I was like 11, 10, 11. So I was
Right.
like the fifth grade talent show or something. And
Wow.
I sung a talent show. I did this song off my favorite TV show, and I received a standing ovation.
Wow.
And that's when I was like, maybe
Right.
maybe I do have something there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm a very shy person, so for me to get up on that stage, and then like to be seen by everybody, I think that for me is what really like made me love music. It's like, oh, like these people see me now because they hear this voice. And I always hear like, you're such a small person, this big voice comes out of you. I'm like, I don't know, man.
And that's
But yeah,
and that's the
I
thing.
would
Yeah, you
say
did.
Whitney Houston and
Whitney Houston.
Mariah Carey for sure. I would practice like belting to them.
Okay, and that's the thing, yo. You like you said, a lot of people say you had this big voice, right? Not only do you have a big
Yeah,
voice, you have a mature pen. So how did you first get
thank
into
you.
writing? Because it's like, some people write, basic songs, but it's like when you listen to the lyrics, you dig deep. So how long and how did you create your process of learning how to songwrite?
So I didn't start writing till I was 15 years old. And that's when I started writing and recording a little bit of my own music. And I really can't tell you because I still feel like I have work to do as a songwriter, and
Right,
like that means a lot that you think that of me.
right,
Um, I don't know. I just write what's in my heart. Like my first album, it's called Love Talk. It's all about just love, and I think it's just like things that I always wanted to experience, and I like just channeled that. But it, like I said, I've always been like a shy, like to myself type of person, and I always just like wrote in my diary or my journal,
right,
and I don't know, that's just what songwriting is for me. It's just me like letting loose of what's in my mind. Like
right.
if I hear a beat, I don't know, it just like makes me feel a certain way and I channel that and the words just flow.
Wow.
But like I haven't practiced or nothing like that. I don't know.
Right. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. So you kind of like the instrument. You hear the music, it touches your emotions, and then you just let it flow.
Yeah.
You kind of like the instrument. Okay. And I also heard you say that you're shy, right? So let me ask you, because when you're on stage, you're not shy. When you're doing these videos, you're not shy then. So is it
No.
almost like Batman and Clark Kent, where it's like, when you get on stage, it's like your alter ego.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's talk about that. Like, what is that experience like, and how has that changed as you've done it over time?
Um, I think I've just always felt that like when I get on the stage, I can be like whoever I want to be up there. And then it's like the one moment that everyone like I have everybody's attention, you know what I mean? And so it feels really good. But I don't I've always been into the performing aspect. I want to be an entertainer. That's like literally why I love Beyonce. I love Michael Jackson. Like I just that's what I strive to grow to be like when I perform on stage. But what I can say is like performing, like over time, what I've seen in myself is like I think my confidence is growing.
Right.
Um, a lot of times I will get on stage and I'm like you like people can't tell, but in my mind I'm like, oh, okay, I need to move more because like these people don't look engaged over here, or I need to do this because these people. But now I'm starting to just have fun with it and not like try to think of what I need to do to grab this person's attention. I just kind of
Go with it.
get lost in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, there's nothing wrong with that. So let me ask you, 15 minutes to showtime, right? What's going through LeeCee's head? You got 10 minutes to perform, 10 minutes to the stage. What's going on with you right
Yeah. Man, my anxiety is through the roof.
now?
Usually
Right.
I'm just like deep breaths, or like I might I might meditate or something, or like my manager might pray with me, something, like anything to kind of ground myself. And then I start, just telling myself like, you're gonna kill it, it's fine, and then I know now that I only get nervous is because I want to kill it. So,
Right.
and I always hear, like, people have always told me, they're like, that moment when you no longer are nervous to get on stage or anything, you might want to choose another career. Because
Right.
and I actually don't ever want to get to a place where I'm like that comfortable to where it's like, this is nothing, I'm gonna go, like I want to
Right.
feel that way, but at the same time I like that nervousness because it lets me know like I want to do good, like.
Right. And it's your passion. It's like you want to perform and you want to
Yeah.
live up to your best. And like you
But
said, so it's like,
15 leading up to that performance, I'm the most nervous thing. Like I'm all jittery, I'm shaky, like I need water, all these things. But then once I get up there, something just happens and I just go into this mode
right.
and I love that. Like I just go
Wow.
and I can't even explain it.
Right. And I know that all your songs are dear to you, right? But let me ask, if you had to
Yeah.
pick one, what's your favorite song to perform?
My favorite song to perform. I feel like it's hard, but like right now it's Secrets because
Let's
that's
see.
that's my jam.
Right.
That's
Oh,
my jam.
oh,
But I had a song, my very, very first single is called Love Talk or
love
Love
talk,
Love Up on You, excuse me.
love
And
upon you.
it's like a upbeat like type of thing. And that was like my first debut to the world. And that was like
Right.
it's like my baby. It's my favorite thing to perform because I had made the choreo for it and everything like that.
Wow.
And yeah.
Yeah. And love upon you is a good one too. But not only is it a good song, that video, that concept is like you sitting with your girls.
I was inspired by the
Right.
90s for that one.
Right. You were sitting there, you was depressed, and they had to pump you up. So y'all at the
Right. They
basketball
said,
game.
girl, get out this house.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you at the basketball game. Sparks fly. Right.
Hmm.
What was this for inspiration behind that video? Because I know, like a lot of times when we're writing songs and we're coming up with songs and we're creating songs, we already have an idea of how we want the video to look and stuff like that. So, like, what was that process like? Because I actually like that one because it's like you got like you outside of music, y'all chilling, then y'all get in the car. He's playing some other type of music. Yeah, well, we can't get jiggy to that. He puts it back on your music. So let's talk about creating that. How much fun did you have creating that video?
That one, I had a lot of fun doing that because that was my very, very first music video.
Right.
Um, and it wasn't like when I wrote the song, I had no idea, like I didn't have anything in mind of what I wanted to do. It was like I sat down with the producer and we kind of just like I don't know, we pieced together this video like the day of that we shot it,
Wow.
like the morning that we shot it. Um like I had already threw out some ideas. I was like, it's giving me like 90s vibes. So I want to channel Janet. And I was thinking of like she always has like some type of dialogue between her and her girls like
Right.
before the video starts. And I was like, I want to do that. So we channeled Janet for that. And I think my favorite scene from the video is when like I zone out and it like it's like I start daydreaming that I stole
Right.
him, and
Right.
that's like that's so Raven, when she has her visions and she's just like and zones out.
Right.
But yeah, it was just like we're gonna get you out the house. I always have these crazy ideas. I wanted us to be walking down the streets in LA somewhere, and I wanted like I guess him to either be trying to get at me or whatever, but we were like, no, that's too complicated. Let's just take it to the park. We're
Right.
gonna see him playing basketball. You gonna be crushing on him or whatever, but then we find out he has a girlfriend.
Right.
So that's yeah, the whole video is basically me. I stole someone's man.
Right.
I
I mean,
daydreamed that I stole someone's man.
it
But
happens.
the concept of the song, that's not what the song is about. It's basically about just like if anyone who's in a relationship, I just read something like when your person comes home, like, and they had a bad day, like, they don't need you to attack them too. So it's like you want to be their peace in a way, but it's not like a sexual thing. It's like, let's get away somewhere. Like, let's talk about it. Let's go to the beach. Let's just get away, whatever that
Yeah.
may be. And yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? I'm listening and I watched the documentary, the short documentary, right? And it's like, for your age, right? You're very mature, very wise for your age. So let me ask, because I know you say you started in the industry early, right? Like you said, the greats, you're naming the Janets, the Michael Jacksons and stuff like that. They started early. So it's like they had to grow up pretty fast. Just from your conversation, you said you're married. The way you carry yourself is like, you carry yourself older than most people your age. So how has that been balancing your regular life, being an artist, being a wife? How do you balance it all together?
I honestly, I feel like I'm still learning. Because I have heard that I'm I've been told that I act older than my age like all my life, but like not in a bad way, of course.
Right,
But
right.
I don't know, like, I'm sorry, that was my doggy, you guys.
You get.
Um, so I, one more wait, what was the question one more time? I'm sorry, that
Nah,
kind of
I
threw
was
me
just saying.
off.
Nah, you get. We was just talking about you being wise for your age. It's like an old soul. It's like you've been here
How do
before.
I balance it all?
Right.
Yeah, I think it's just like not like making a time and place for everything, you know what I mean? Like I used to honestly, I thought like 25. Like everyone says 25 is like young, but like I feel like everyone that is 25, we're all like,
Right.
"Oh, we're getting closer to 30 and all these other things." And in the music industry, I feel like there's like an age limit on things, you know what I mean? Like if you
Right.
get older, people always like for rappers and singers and stuff, it's like, no, I'm like, dang, they're still doing this type
Right.
of thing. But um I don't know how I balance it, to be completely honest with you. I have support from my husband, like
Right.
he knows that I love music, and he's kind of just supported me like hardcore, like since day one
Right.
behind that. So like he makes sure I get to like all my studio sessions, all of my shows, interviews, everything. I think that's important too, is like to have that understanding,
Right.
if you are with someone, like for y'all to have like that mutual support and understanding and love for one another. Um, because he also pushes me to like continue growing as a performer and an artist and a writer, all of these things. So I don't know. I really don't know how I balance it all. I just do, and I don't know. You just have to switch your hats.
Right. And that's the thing. You're doing it, and to have that support team around you, it definitely shows, and it makes a difference because sometimes in the industry, it's not always easy. So it's like it's a lot of
Yeah,
competition and
yeah,
stuff like that.
definitely.
Right.
That and
So
then also, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off, but
nah, you good,
that
yo.
just made me think of how when you're like a woman in the industry too, I think I'm learning how to balance like actually having a significant other, because like I keep getting told like, like basically sex sells. You
Right.
want your fans to believe that you're single. You don't want to like, I don't know, my husband this, my husband that,
Right.
because you want these people to want you. But I feel like that's not what music is about.
Right.
I feel like I would rather people really connect with my music than to be like, "Oh, I can't be attracted to her because she's taken or something."
I
So,
definitely understand.
but
And that's
learning to deal with that. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go
nah,
ahead.
you good. Nah, go ahead. You good. You good. Yo, we good.
Yeah, it's a learning experience, to be completely honest with you, and just being a young woman in the industry, like learning to be more assertive and setting boundaries. It's a lot.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You just said a powerful thing right there, because like you want to be known for the art, not for the distraction of, okay, they say that's what they say, sex sells, da 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 da, but you still carry yourself in a respectable way. I'm a married woman. You make good music,
Yeah.
so it's like it's all about the arts, and it's a difference. You can tell when people making music for the money or they're trying to get the fame than people that's actually lovers of the art. When I look at you and I hear your
Yeah.
music, you're a lover of the art. It's like you have like a soul sound. You have that 90s background all mixed in together, where it's not subsurface, it's not microwave. It's like you can tell you're passionate about your music and stuff like that. So let me ask you, how difficult, right? Because like now with the system, with the label, with the record companies and the labels the way they are, everything is sex sells. Take clothes off. Talk about this. Talk about the sex life and stuff like that. How hard is it being a creator, being creative, to be able to stay in your lane and buck against the system where it's like, no, I'm not taking my clothes off. I'm not about to put myself out there. I'm not about to, you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
How was that
I feel
process
like
been?
it's very challenging because it's like I want to like go against all of that, but at the same time, when you see like Chloe Bailey, for example, like her Chloe and Holly, then together, we all knew that they were talented, but like I feel like now that she's showing a little more skin and she's
Right,
like doing her solo thing, it's like, oh, everyone's like, this girl
right,
amazing, but it's like, why do we have to like come out in a leotard or a bodysuit or something for y'all to be like, oh my God, this girl is amazing?
right,
So I just feel like, and not, I love her and I'm not knocking her. I'm just saying, like, I just noticed how the world like
right,
changes towards you once you, I don't know, like take your clothes off basically. And it
right,
really is challenging because it's like you want the attention, but you don't want to like have to your
right,
sell yourself or your soul to get that attention.
right.
So
And that's the
I
thing.
don't know.
And that's the thing, yo. I want you around 25 years from now. Don't lower your standard. Don't compromise yourself. Because it's like they get the
Yeah.
quick 5 minutes. Don't get me wrong. They get the quick 5 minutes, but they don't get the long term. You get what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like you get your run, and you selling sex and all that, but then it's like, but then life happens, or now somebody else comes out and go a little more further than you went. So it's like, but you're
Yeah.
stuck with that. It's like you didn't put everything out there for the fame. And it's like the
Hmm.
industry is so funny, they'll turn on you quick. So it's like never
Yeah. They
compromise
will do
yourself,
that.
never lower your standards, because it's like your music is good music and that's going to carry you. So when we think about the greats, right? We think about the Whitneys, we think about the Janets, we think about, the Beyoncés. Their music has stood the test of time. All these women have been singing for 20 years or more, right? And the jam
Hmm.
still, even when you think about the 90s, that was 30 years ago, 40 years ago. So when people hear these jams, they still rock like they were made yesterday. So it's like timeless music. You fall more into
Yeah.
that lane. And I think like your fans are respected because it's
Thank you.
like you don't see many girls your age that's a wife that's spitting real music, that's classy, that's like, I respect myself, self-love. I'm not about to do that. And I think more women gravitate to that because you're empowering them to say, yo, you know what? I can be sexy, but I can still respect myself. I don't have to be trashy. I don't
Hmm.
have to lower my standard. So, yo, kudos to you for that. And it's like,
Thank you.
again, you're talented. You know what I mean? And it's like, so when I bring people up here, I try to give them their flowers. So I do a lot of research before I bring people up, even way before I even ask them to get on the show. I do a lot of research. So I'm
Hmm.
looking and I'm like, yo, she's different. So I see the first song. I'm like, she's different. But I'm gonna give it some time. I'm gonna watch her, see if she's serious. You're making moves, you're branding yourself. You're not playing around. It's like when you go to your YouTube channels and stuff like that, you got work. You got videos, you got, even the back before you even shot your first videos, you got videos of you singing. So it was like this wasn't overnight. So let's talk about that process from where you started, looking back now. And I know you still got a long way to go, but how does it feel to see your growth from where you first started right now?
It feels good. And I was gonna go delete all of those videos that you were talking about because
I caught him. I'm glad I caught
because
him before you did it.
I'm not gonna delete them because like
Okay.
like the reason like that they were still there and the fact that you were able to go back and look at that, like I feel like that's important for anyone to be able to do. So I'm gonna leave it. But I was just, because like when you see your growth, like it comes with the judgment too. It's like, oh, I can't believe I put these up. Like this is not, this was
Right.
not it. But then to see that compared to like where I am now, you know what I mean, in terms of like just vocally and like confidence and everything. Like I'm working on newer covers that I'm gonna be putting out and stuff,
Right.
but it does feel really good to see the progress because I don't know, I just like struggled a lot with like questioning like my talent and my abilities and comparing like to other artists and
Right.
such that yeah, I'm really so I'm like I'm proud of that girl and I'm always like, dang, like had if if I was still that age, there's no way I can't say that I would have seen that I would be like where I am currently right now, you know? And it
Nah,
just means a lot.
yeah, I
It just
definitely
means a
understand.
lot that I like stuck it through.
Yeah, and the thing with talent, right? This is the thing I also like to tell independent artists because a lot of times we looking at the machine, right? So we compare that, or people put the pressure on us. Well, yo, such and such win 1 million, and now we looking like, yo, I must not be good because I didn't get 1 million. A lot of that is
Hmm.
fluff. A lot of that is they blowing smoke and mirrors and this, that, and the third. Talent is
Yeah.
when people hear you, right? And you make them feel an emotion and they connect and they remember that moment. You make connection, you make the music with substance. So that when people hear the song, it's like, yo, I can connect with that. They grow with that. So it's like even 90s, certain songs from the 90s, you hear that, it takes you back to a certain part of your life, whether you know it was in the house,
Hmm.
they cleaning up on Sundays, or your first date, whether you
Right.
was in school, whatever the case, it takes you back to that moment. So when I heard you, and I'm gonna tell you to your face, I don't talk about my guests behind their back. I tell them to their face. I'm gonna tell you to your face. When I heard your music, right? I told you off air, you kind of remind me of Aaliyah, the voice, the range and stuff like that. But when I heard
Yeah.
you, I'm like, yo, the only thing that's stopping her from superstar is being discovered. The look is
Really?
there, the talent is there.
Thank you.
You got the records. You're putting the work in. The only thing the world now has to catch up. Everything that you're doing right now is paving your way for the rest of your future. Don't
Thank
look
you.
at the numbers. Don't look at what this person is doing. Don't look at them because what God has for you is for you. You have your own story. So, when people look and they're followers of you and they become fans, they grow with you. So when they look back, it's like, yo, she never compromised. And that's what makes the greats the greats. Is because they're in their own lane. They sound like them. Like they can come on a song and collab and they can do covers, even at the award ceremonies. They bring people in to sing, but they all have something unique about them. You
Hmm.
have a unique sound and style already. It takes some
Thank
people
you.
years to get that. Don't switch that and let somebody get in your ear. Yo, we need to make records. Change that. Keep following your heart. Like you said, you hear the music, you let the music give you, and then you go. The process is working for you because, like, I'm listening, I'm trying to find a song that I didn't like. So now I'm getting frustrated because I'm like, I like this one, I like this one. Now I'm like, I'm being too easy. Now you can't be easy, yo, because then that means you can't
Yeah.
grow. But honestly, you make good music. So then I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe she's with a team because I'm looking at your age and stuff like that. Like maybe, she got writers and stuff like that. So then when I watched the documentary and you're like, yo, I write my own songs. I started writing at 15. You're double gifted. So it's like 30 years from now, you will still be able to write hit records. 30 years from now, you'll still be able to make your own records. So it's like, okay, if anything, this is just a tip. If you say, I want to get the bag and I'm going to write the songs for the other people, but keep your brand, true to LeeCee, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, dope.
Yes.
So with that, we
Thank
got that out the way.
you.
We got that out the way. I'm a fan, and
Thank you
I'm
so
not just saying
much.
that. I'm really a fan of your music. So I want to jump to another video real quick, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about what this was like creating this one, because I almost lost my mind when I heard this one right here. When I heard this
Really?
one, I said, I know she didn't do it like that. I know she didn't do that, but you did it. You did it. So I want to jump to
Thank
that
you.
one, and it's called Soul Ties. So let's play that record,
Oh,
and then we're going to talk about the Soul Ties after, because like that hook and that first verse when that song drops, yo, I'm like, hold on, this should be on the radio. But I'm gonna let the people hear it, and then we'll get back to it. We're gonna let them hear it, and then we'll
okay.
be right back. All right.
I like the way you see the world.
I changed my mind.
A beautiful mess, we're a wreck. Can't get enough when I find a way to escape. You pull me back in, can't get away. Always come back to you, but we can't seem to get the shit right. I'm giving us one last try. This the last time, see how we vibe. At times everything feels so right. Then I get fed up and then we fight. Can't seem to leave you alone, cause you got a hold on me. So sick of going through the stormy weather. All my girls steady telling me I deserve better, but I'm so stuck on you. Nobody loves me like you do. Are you afraid to compromise? You don't even try. Why can't you say what's on your mind? Don't just say you're fine, cause you know why. I hate when you lie. Just be real with me. Do you love me or not? A beautiful mess, we're a wreck. Can't get enough when I find a way to escape. You pull me back in, can't get away. Always come back to you, but we can't seem to get the shit right. I'm giving us one last try. This the last time.
I already know the vibe. When it's time to say bye, we know this could be the last time, but that's highly unlikely. We running through each other's mind. FaceTime is a new pastime. If you're speaking on these soul ties, I'll take it up a notch in my lifeline. I don't wanna die, so please don't leave, cause I know when you get home it's lonely. You can stay up all night till the morning. You already told me, baby, show me if you love me like you say you do. You know mama didn't raise a fool, and I've been trying to keep my cool, but the shit that we're doing got me in the mood, and it's tearing up my heart and soul. We're apart, I feel it too, and no matter what I do, I feel the pain with or without you.
A beautiful mess, we're a wreck. Can't get enough when I find a way to escape. You pull me back in, can't get away. Always come back to you, but we can't seem to get the shit right. I'm giving us one last try. This the last time. Beautiful mess, we're a wreck. Can't get enough when I find a way to escape. You pull me back in, can't get away. Always come back to you, but we can't seem to get the shit right. I'm giving us one last try. This the last time. This the last time, baby. Ooh, I swear, I swear.
All right, yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you, when I heard that song right there, that a beautiful mess, that line, when it comes in and the range that you're in, I'm like, yo, the only thing when I heard that, I'm like, yo, I had to go back and look again because I'm like, you know, sometimes you're going through the playlist and it jumps to somebody else. So I'm like, yo, this is a major record. This is a major artist right here.
Wow.
But then when I seen it was you, I'm like, yo, you got to be kidding me, right? But I understand because I'm an indie artist. I know how it works. With the budget, with the machine behind you, with that record right there, you would have been a household name. That would have been on every radio station because the words is like almost even the way you break it down, the words you're saying, when you're dealing with relations, we're talking about feelings. Everybody can relate to the record. That's one of those songs where it's like in the height of the movie, The Best Man, any of them joints, and that joint drop with Michael B. Jordan or one of those famous celebrities right there.
Yeah.
The checks would have been coming in.
Man.
Don't give up on that record. It don't matter when you put it out, the world hasn't heard it. I'm over here on the East Coast. When I heard that record, I'm like, yo, this is a jam. This is a jam.
Oh,
That's
thank
one
you
of those
so
records 5 years from now. You might just say, okay, I'm going to throw it back. Any audience that's watching that song right there, when you drop that, that's going to always be one of your hits right there. And I'm not, again, I don't just say that. I'm an artist myself. Talent is talent. And your talent is God-given because it's like, yo, like I said, as soon as the first Beautiful Mess, you went into the next line, it was like, yo, wow. It's like, it stops, like right in your tracks. You can be listening, you know, doing whatever you're doing. It's one of those records that, whoa. So what inspired that record? And what was going through your head when you heard that beat?
So the beat was made for the song, but so the artist that is featuring Surreal, well, his name is Tyler. His real name is Tyler. But so I met him at one of my friends' release parties, and I seen him perform around Vegas before, and I was like, I want to collab with that guy. And so I hit him up on Instagram, and I just kept telling him, I was like, I want to collab with you. I think you're so dope. And he was like, okay, well, just send me some ideas and I'll start making the beat because he makes beats and he's an artist too. So there's a song that I've been obsessed with. It's called Cupid's Curse. It's by Fora featuring Kehlani. But I just wanted to capture a vibe like that, you know, because everyone's on this toxic love wave right now. So I'm like, I gotta do a song like this. And so I sent him that song as a reference track, and he sent me this beat, the Soul Ties beat. And I'm just like, okay, all right, bet. And he's all the way in Florida right now, and I'm here. So I just started writing immediately, and I was sending him what I had, and he sent me what he had, and our verses started off the same, but we hadn't heard each other's, like, we hadn't even been in the same room. So I was just like, oh my God. And the hook came to me first, but of course, like, I'm an overthinker. I think everyone is, you know, when they're writing, like, is this tight enough, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know about this hook. So I was gonna have my best friend, I was gonna have her help me, and like, we just never ended up getting around to it. So I sent him the hook, and he loved the hook. So I'm just like, okay, what the hell? So I just recorded it, and he sent me his verse, and we had it mixed and everything. And I'm just like, I just fell in love with the song. And then we started talking about the music video, because he was like, dude, we have to do a music video to this. And I'm like, you're right, let's do it. And I don't know if you've seen, it's a movie called Malcolm and Marie. It has Zendaya and Denzel Washington's son. I forget his name, but yeah, the whole movie's in black and white, just like the music video, and it's a toxic love story, and that's like our inspiration, like in the videos from that. But it's probably like one of my favorite songs that I've done, and I really didn't expect like to receive the response that I got from it. Like everyone like, yeah, that song. I'm like, dang, I don't know how I keep yet again another toxic love song and not in a toxic relationship. But I think everyone around me is usually just like my muse, you know, when they tell me their stories, I'm like, I'm just gonna write a song about it.
And that's the thing, because it's like you're actually giving them a voice. You know, they're thinking it or they're going through it. Now it gives them something to relate to. So it works. It's like, yo, don't go out here and make your relationship toxic to come up with a record. Keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
Keep your happy home, but keep making the records because they definitely resonate and they're definitely classics right there. So this is the proof in the pudding, right? You like to sing, right? Obviously you're talented. I hate to do it, right? But this is my
I'm
jam.
nervous.
This is my jam, right? This is my jam. Can you give us a little bit, just a little bit of it? You can stop whenever you want, but just a little
Of Soul
bit.
Ties?
Soul Ties.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm
Let me
nervous.
get ready.
I
Let
hate
me
when
get
people
ready.
put me on the spot.
I'm sorry, yo, but that's my jam. I'm telling you, that's my jam. I got to get ready. Let me get ready because I gotta. This is epic. This is one of those things where it's like you're worldwide, you're famous. I'm gonna always remember, like, yo, and you. I told y'all she could sing for real. It was on the proof. The proof was in the pudding. She
On the
rocked that
spot.
on the spot. Yeah, on the spot.
Hmm.
You got it, yo.
Okay.
I believe in you. I got my money on you. You got this, yo. I know you got this. I know you got it.
Okay, here we go. A beautiful mess where a wreck can't get enough when I find a way to escape. You pull me back in, can't get away. Always come back to you, but we can't seem to get the shit right. I'm giving us one last try. This the last time. Crazy how we vibe. At times everything feels so right. Then I get fed up and then we fight. I can't seem to leave you alone, 'cause you got a hold on me. So sick of going through the stormy weather. All my girls steady telling me I deserve better, but I'm so stuck on you. Ooh, nobody loves me like you do. Ooh, oh my
Yeah.
God, I
You
don't
better
know.
sing that song. You better sing that song, yo. And don't second guess yourself. You got
I
this.
know.
You was
I
born for this.
wasn't expecting it. I didn't even
Yeah. I'm
practice.
sorry I'm
Nothing.
sorry to blindside you like that, yo. But I knew it was in you. You know, sometimes it's like that's the thing. When you tell people it's like, yo, they prepare, but it's nothing like that raw. Right on the spot, this unscripted, because before the interview, I never asked you, I never said, yo, I'm gonna have you sing on the show, right? So the fans know. You didn't know, right?
No.
I just surprised you and you
Yeah.
delivered. So, yo, when I'm telling y'all all week, like, yo, this woman is talented, y'all need to check for her. Yo, you have talent. And again, it's like, yo, y'all see this ain't auto tunes. She really has a voice. Yo, y'all check out the projects, right? So let's talk about the growth, right? Because you said the first project was Love Talks, right? Love Talks.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one is In My Feels Again.
Mm-hmm.
What's the growth and what's the different directions of both projects?
So Love Talk, that was me at 18 working with a Grammy nominated producer by the name of Haskell Jackson. But he
Right.
was in LA and I was in Vegas. So I spent like from, let's say, like maybe 2015 all the way up till 2020 going out to LA like a weekend out of every month to record every single last song that was on that album. So
Wow.
those songs are from like a younger me, but I didn't put it out till 2020.
Right.
And I was just like, I feel like that was me getting all my mushy gushy feelings about love, because I've always been a hopeless romantic,
Right.
teenage, like coming into adulthood vibes on that
Right.
album. And my husband was my muse for a lot of those songs on that album. But then you fast forward to In My Feels Again, which I started working on this year and I put out this year. And it's a more mature sound for me. And it's the first one. I was in the studio and I had guidance,
Right.
to like in terms of like notes and like harmonies and stuff to do. This time it was more me. Like I had more of a say so, and like, oh, I want to put these here. I want to place these harmonies here, or I hear this,
Right.
I was more hands-on with this one, and I wanted so desperately to have a more mature sound. And the fact that that's what a lot I keep hearing about in my field again, like that makes me so happy because that was like one of my intentions. I was just like, I want to make more mature music, more like music that I'm excited about performing, music that I'm excited to show other people, music, yeah, that I'm just excited to even hear myself in general. Like, I
Right.
love my first album. It's like, I love it, but like, I had got so tired of it because I only had those 10 songs for like the longest time.
Right.
And yeah, and now I have this, and it just made me fall in love with music even more. And
Wow.
now I can't wait to do the next project.
Right.
But it
So
just
okay.
also just opened up a lot. Like now people are like, oh, who is this girl? I want to work with you. And it just
Right.
opened up a lot more doors.
Yeah. And the doors will continue to open and it's only up from here. So going forward in the future, we have In My Fields 2 out right now. That's on all streaming platforms, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So how many songs is on the project?
5.
5 on the EP right here. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, the 5, they're all solid right there. So what can people expect going forward, right? What's your plans for the rest of this year going into 2022?
The plan for the rest of this year, I'm working on more music. I've been collabing with a lot of different artists in the Vegas area because like Vegas is really like it's full of talent, and
Right.
like once everyone's not like so me first, you know, I feel like we could really do something. And I see it like starting actually. We've been doing more events. We've been pressing the DJs to make sure they're playing Vegas artists if they're in Vegas. So,
Right.
but yeah, but what my fans can expect is just more more music, more content, like more music videos, um some modeling.
Right.
uh yeah, oh, and I'm working on getting my merch up. I have some posters and like keychains I'm gonna be putting up for sale soon. So
Okay. That's dope right there. That's dope. And I'm definitely excited about it. So let me ask before you get mad at me, right? Down the road, when you do new videos and you come out with more stuff, would you come back on the show again?
I would, yes, I would.
It was pretty
I
cool.
really enjoyed this one. Yes.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good thing. All right. Yeah. And that's the thing because that's the whole purpose of the show, right? It's like because a lot of times people they had a misconception like, yo, if you're not on the radio, you're not on TV, that you're not working.
Yeah.
You're in Vegas, right? I'm in North Carolina, right? That's big gap, big gap. The work you're putting in, I found you in North Carolina, right? I have an internet radio station. So a lot of times when I'm looking for new artists, I'm looking for music, right? I'm kind of like an A&R. I'm scouting talent. So it's like I want to let you know and I want to encourage you to keep going. Because what you're doing now is already people that's out there, the music listeners are the people that's out here trying to break new records. That's what DJs used to do back in the day. They're looking for the next talent. They're looking for the next thing. You have to know. You're so talented. God gave you the talent. You're already a star. You already have hit records.
Thank you.
Don't look at the numbers. Don't look at the numbers. Don't look at who's supporting and who's not supporting. God already has you lined up for success. The proof is in your music. The proof is in your professionalism. The proof is in your vision. Like, yo, when you're writing this stuff and it's like, yo, I already see this is how this going to come together. And you said some videos y'all did right on the spot. When people look at them, they look professional. So if it was like BET, 106 and Park, and stuff like that, it's nothing with the quality of your videos that's holding it back. Besides that, they don't have those shows anymore. You understand what I'm trying to say? So it's like, yo, you're already successful. That's why you're here. That's why you're on the show. So by the time the world realizes it, it's like, yo, they look back like, yo, wow, she was on this platform. Or, you know, the people that follow me be like, I remember her on that show. It's not because like, yo, you're just getting started. No, I already see a star quality in you. You're going to be big. You're already a big name. It's just the promotion once people know about you. So I like to give people their flowers on this show right here, because I know being independent, sometimes it get discouraging. It costs a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of sacrifices. I want to let you know, keep going. Keep going, and the sky's the limit for you. I'm a fan. I believe in what you're doing. I believe in your pen game, and you have a talent from God. And I know that he's going to open doors and bless you because you're doing it the right way. You're not compromising. You're not up here taking your clothes off. You're not trying to take the shortcuts. You're relying on talent. And that's always going to take you further than the fad, than what's hot right now, what's trending. Stick to your script. Keep shining on them. Keep spreading your wings. And I know you're going to keep evolving. I'm waiting for the big show where you're on the big platforms, even on TV, and it say, yo, I remember I interviewed her, because it's going to happen. So I want to give you your flowers today, right? For being an artist to watch. Because, yo, for the fans, y'all need to check her music. Yo, I'm not just saying that. Check her music. See for yourself. The proof is there. She got the hit records. And again, yo, from a black man to a black woman, yo, it's always refreshing to see women like, yo, I don't have to do that. I don't have to lower my standard. There's enough disrespect out there. There's enough women, you know, sexualization of women and stuff like that. But to see a pure woman, a wife, like, yo, it's about my music. It's not about my look. You got the look. Like you said, I'm going to do modeling and all that's going to come. But you're not compromising because you know where your gift is. Your gift is your voice. Your gift is your art, your creativity. Yo, sky's the limit for you. I'm very proud of you as a black man. And it's an honor because, like I said, I know you're going far. It was an honor to have you on here. And hopefully down the road, we can have you back up here. But I really want you to leave feeling like, yo, it's worth it. The time that I'm putting in, I don't know your situation. I don't know what you're going through. But I know sometimes we don't always see the result and it feels like it's too far away, like I can't touch it.
Yeah.
I want to touch and agree with you and just confirm it's going to happen, yo. It's really going to happen.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I mean that from the heart, yo. So at this point, yo, I'm over here about to become. I'm about to over here now. Forget I'm interviewing. I'm trying to hold it in the road because I'm watching the time and all that. Yo, you got any shout outs you want to give? I'm going to cue the next video up, and then after that, we're going to let them know where they can follow you and all that. But you can throw your shout outs right now.
Right now? Okay. Shout out to Hits Music Group. That's my team. I love all of y'all. Shout out to my brother, West. Shout out to my mama.
Right.
Shout out to my baby. Baby, if you're watching, I love you.
Yeah, and that's dope. That's dope right there. And then again, I don't want to cut you off, but your family does music as well.
Yes. Oh God.
Plug them in.
Everybody.
Right, plug your family.
Love.
Plug your family. Right, plug them in.
Okay. Well, I am Joe. I am Jahil. West. J Hippie. Meezy Gats. Abriel Music. There's so many. Elijah Flames. Free him. Free Flames. Shoot. Trey Blue. Selly. East God. Selly. Smiley Hayes. I don't know. It's a lot of people coming to me now.
There's a lot of people. And that's the thing, yo. And it's like, y'all all going to keep pushing each other. Keep that around because it makes you better. And being around a family of musicians and stuff like that, yo, I wish success for all of y'all because you deserve it. It's like, yo, again, it's so much, overnight music or microwave music that hits right then, but it don't last.
Yeah.
Keep doing the substance, yo. Keep representing your family. And I know one day that this will be paying your bills. Where you'll be able to turn around and take care of your family with what you're doing now. So don't look at the sacrifice you're making now. Look at the result. And remember why you do it. Always remember that 10-year-old girl, that 9-year-old girl that said, I can do it. So let me ask you before you go, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to that 9-year-old girl today? Like if you could talk to her, what would you say to her?
I would tell her that anything is possible and to even when it feels like you don't know what you're doing, like you're on the right track. even when you're unsure. Like everything is always working out for the best. So just trust the process and don't ever give up.
Yeah, and that's real right there. So if people want to connect with you, they want to book you for a show, or they might want to book you for an event. What's the process for that, real quick, and where can they follow you?
Okay, so if y'all wanna book me, y'all can book me at the email is diamondhitsmusicgroup@gmail.com. Or y'all could just email me and I'll pass it along to my manager. So, but my email is for booking inquiries, LeeCeemusic@gmail.com. Y'all can find me on all social platforms, at Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. I probably forgot one, Instagram, at LeeCee Music. That's LeeCee Music. Yeah. Oh yeah, make sure y'all look me up on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, The Real LeeCee. I'll be posting a lot of new stuff on there. So
Okay. And I'm definitely going to add that in the descriptions in the YouTube, and I'll put it on Facebook as well. And again, I definitely appreciate you. You're a breath of fresh air. I just wanted to give you your flowers and encourage you as a Black man to a Black sister to keep going, and keep putting out good music, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Some people watch the playback. If you didn't watch the live and you see it in the playback, we appreciate you the same way as if you watched it on the live. I'm excited. This is a future star in the building. LeeCee Music. Y'all remember I said it first because, the proof is in the pudding. We don't bring it up here if it ain't the real deal. LeeCee Music, she's definitely the real deal, representing LA and Vegas, So, be sure to support her. Be sure to contact her and link with her on social media. And again, let's keep the music alive. Let's keep the music dope. Let's keep it creative, and let's keep it from the heart. So before we go, right, we're done pretty much, unless you got anything else. You got anything else?
Oh, make sure y'all check out the Secrets remix, the music video. It's out on YouTube right now.
Secrets remix out on YouTube right now. All right, let's jump to one of your earlier videos right quick, and we're gonna end it with that.
Okay.
This one right here is another one. This is another one of my jams. It's called Mine, right? It's called Mine. Let's introduce that and tell them a little bit about that, and then we're gonna log off from there. Salute.
So
the Ghetto View. Salute to the Ghetto View. Thank you. The Ghetto View. I think this is your people's.
Yeah,
they say great interview.
Thank you, Shanika. She always supports. I love her. She's all about support, y'all. Y'all gotta support her too. So but yeah, so this last video is mine. It's off my first album. It's the second single off my first album. It's just a song about being in a relationship and just loving the person that you're with so much that you just want absolutely nothing but the best for them. And I'd say that if you aren't in a relationship and you're looking for someone, if they don't make you feel like this, it's probably not right. We shot the video in Malibu, and then we shot part of it at Lake Las Vegas, which those are both like some of my favorite places. And yeah, it was shot by Half Mutant Media, and he's super dope. That's my husband's best friend, and he's a really talented like videographer out here in Vegas. So I hope y'all like it.
All right, and that's dope right there. And again, we hope everybody have a blessed week. We want to thank y'all for rocking with us on today.
Yes,
LeeCee Music in the building, Again, big shout, applause. Everybody clap it up for show us some love. Be sure to follow her and all that. And again, we thank you, We want to make sure everybody have a blessed week. Again, thank y'all. This is the Proof and the Pudding in the Podcast Show, and I go by the name of Sion 919. I'm sitting with LeeCee Music. And this is mine. This is another one of my jams, And they like, I normally only play 1 or 2 videos, but I'm like, today I like these songs. They just about to get mad at me because we're gonna rock them. It's like I didn't want to limit it to 1 or 2 videos. Like we're gonna let them rock. I wish I could have played all of them, but again, y'all go check out her YouTube. And again, salute to you. Much love to you and your husband and your family. Y'all keep going, and hopefully we'll be in touch. And again, we can keep it going. So when you have new information you want to get out there, you come back up here and do it, and maybe bring some of the family next time.
Yes. Yes.
All right, All right. So I definitely appreciate you. Enjoy your day, Much love for coming through. This is LeeCee Music. This joint right here is called Mine. And like she said, if they ain't loving you like this, you might want to reevaluate it, yo. And we up out of here. Always love, never hate, yo. And thank y'all again.
All
Much
right.
love. All right.
Bye.
I just wanna see you thrive. Boy, you know you give me life. I love waking up to you every morning. Kisses on my forehead make me feel so gorgeous. Every moment with you is bliss. Can't believe you got me feeling like this. Your skin feels like velvet on mine. I get weak when your eyes are locked on mine. Whenever I'm with you, I lose track of time. Like I've known you in all my past lives. You save a look just for me. Whenever we're face to face, my heart begins to race. When you wrap your hands around my waist, euphoria intoxicates. Tell me, can you feel it, babe? Ooh, every moment with you is bliss. Ooh, can't believe you got me feeling like this. Your skin feels like velvet on mine. I get weak when your eyes are locked on mine. Whenever I am with you, I lose track of time. Like I'm knowing you in all my past lives. Love is patient, love is kind. You're my motivation.